A cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. We speak, but oh, nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? Red Dog Mom, thank you for your donation. Kayana, thank you for your donation. Bartman, Isabella, Andrew, Sabine, Charisma, Light Energy. Welcome back, Light Energy. And who else we got? Libra Girl and Queen of Wands. What is going on? We got 15 viewers and we started 2 seconds ago. It's good news. It's good news all around. I like it. So, yeah, thanks everybody for joining me tonight. We have a lot of fun stuff tonight. Let's get to some readings and see what kind of things that we have going on. Is their next house going to be outside of the country that we currently live in? That's an interesting question. Interesting indeed. Let's use the forest creatures for that one. This is a borrowed deck, and it seems like we've had it for quite some time now. So it's good to borrow it. It is good to borrow it. I do have my own coming soon. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit larger, but that's how it goes. Anyway, is a home going to be outside of the country? It's so interesting. What are we looking for? Like movement cards, maybe something like the Hanged Man, showing it sort of a different perspective and all of the good stuff. So I'm kind of wondering exactly what is going to indicate a yes versus a no. We do have a 10 of Swords, which could indicate something interesting. High Priestess, Queen of Cups, and then we have the Sun. Actually, I need one more card. I'm going to get one more card. Not country, sorry. What is it? County. Oh, county. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I misread that. And it's possible that maybe I just misread it in myself. County. It is county, not country. Sorry. And the Knight of Cups. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. This is very interesting indeed. What we have here basically is the Sun. I think that there are better places to be as opposed to where you are now. In other words, if you had a choice and you could move anywhere that you wanted to, it seems like getting out of that county may indeed be a superior choice to anything else, right? We see that with the Sun. We want to go to something that's better. We want to go to something that has more sunshine, something that has something, you know, a little bit more to our style. Nisha, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. Lady, welcome. How are you doing? The 10 of Swords is interesting, though. It says that you're going to leave behind a lot of things that you want to keep. I mean, maybe there's some people, some friends in the county, and you're thinking, oh, yeah, I'm really going to miss these people. Maybe the favorite ice cream shop or something like that. Boo-boo, welcome to the stream. But the 10 of Swords is you are going to miss something. Something is getting cut out, and you're going to really want it back, right? High Priestess as well. When you move out of the county, and you get somewhere else, there are a couple of surprises sort of waiting. It could be maybe an annoying neighbor. Basically, you have a couple of surprises that are waiting for you there, the High Priestess. It also says when you move, make sure to move at a proper place. In other words, you want to research this, right? The High Priestess is holding the Torah. It is about gathering information, researching things. And this is such a critical card here. It does say that maybe we want to do a little more research as to where we're going. Maybe the commute is much worse to work. Maybe there are some challenges with crime. I mean, I don't know. Queen of Cups, though, says you are looking forward to getting out, moving out. And then you have a movement card that says, hey, let's move indeed out of the county. So that's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. It looks pretty good, especially with that Queen of Cups, that water in water, all of that excitement that we do have with the Queen of Cups, I think sort of comes around and gives us the good news. Kayanat wants to know something. What does Kayanat want to know? Let's see. Kayanat wants to know, how do I get Chav to open up? How does she feel about me? I make sure I move physically, but I'm scared and I am what? Resistant? You're scared and resistant. Both female, love her a lot. All right. How do I get this person to open up? Not literally. I mean, that sounds bad. How would she feel about me making a move to get close, etc., etc.? Let's find out with some good news. Let's get some good news. I think this is a nice one for this reading. I think it is. Let's check that out and see what is going on. We got light energy. We got a donation over PayPal. Thank you so much. We got Star Bright on a food. Well, the food fortune is not exactly ready yet. I still need to do a 4K flip through. It's not ready yet. Star Bright, let me know, what is your second choice? Like, what is the second choice here? Because that's not ready. I still got to do a 4K flip through and all that other good stuff. So only had time for a little bit of it. All right, how do you get them to open up? You need to have patience with this person. If you give this person patience, if you allow them to sort of be who they are, if you sort of, just sort of come in casual, I think you're going to have a lot better reception than if you go in hard. The Nine of Wands. It says this is the injured warrior. Maybe they've tried something like this before. Maybe they've experimented with it. Maybe they have a lot of good things, sort of within that. But they need to have a certain amount of comfort in order to move forward, in order to sort of open up to where you're going. You're basically just going to have patience. You're going to have to come in with kindness. You can't really force a human, to do something. You can't force them to do something. You just have to sort of be patient and come in a gentle way. I think that's going to be your best approach, because the Nine of Wands says it is an injured warrior. They are sort of looking out. Maybe they're not receptive to some of the things like this. So you got to just relax, go in easy, go in nicely, and that's really going to be your best strat. That is going to be the strategy that wins the day indeed. You know what I mean? All right, Nisha, Cameron's current thoughts and feelings about me. Let's get it done, Nisha. I think we're going to go forth and do this with this card deck here, which is Light Seer's Tarot. By the way, we got a couple of new people. If you're new, this is my tarot tower. I have two. This is my tarot tower. It holds 80 decks of cards. Link in the description. The description is a lot better now than it used to be. Go check out the description. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Link in the description for how to build a tarot tower for only 20 bucks. Only 20 bucks. It doesn't cost anything at all. It is nice and easy to get into, All right. Let's see. Cameron's current thoughts and feelings. What kind of things are they thinking or believing or looking out or anything like that? I think that this is looking rather nice. You got the Star, you got the Empress, you got Strength. I think, Soul True, thank you for your donation. I think they have very, very good feelings for you. We have something, this looks great, right? 4 Elements, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But I mean, ASMR. We got a lot of good things happening here. Are we ready emotionally to dive full in? to go 110% into this. It doesn't look like that. We're a little bit on the hesitant side. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying we're a little bit on the sort of that newbie side. We're a little bit sort of coming in sort of fresh with that, all right? Hello, Piggy. Whoa, thank you for your very generous donation. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Okay. But yeah, we're coming in sort of raw. We're coming in a little bit on the new side. Now, you have a lot of good news here, my friend. You have a lot of good news. This is the best reading of the night. You got the best reading of the night. Let me tell you why. Let me explain. You have the star next to the Empress. The Empress is like this beautiful relationship. You have a lot of good memories, a lot of good things, a lot of good feelings sort of within that. It is the birth of something exciting as well. Star Bright, thank you for joining the family. Enjoy your emotes. But the star is the big key here. Nisha. The star is being guided to somebody, being guided to someone. And that's what you're sort of at, right? You have that linkage. You have that karma. You have that expression. You have sort of that two people as one. In the Empress, a creation of something new. So we have the creation of something new. Maybe we're not ready to dive full in quite yet, but strength says over time we're building to something better. We're building to a better tomorrow. I think that is fantastic. This is the best reading of the night. This, like, if I had to like hand pick cards, this would be it. This would be it. This would be the single best reading of the night. So, you know, there it goes. There it goes indeed. Mom Bear, whoa. Mom Bear, welcome to the stream. I have missed you, Mom Bear. Mom Bear, by the way, everybody say hello to Mom Bear. Mom Bear has been gone a little bit, and I am glad you're back, Mom Bear. It is very, very good to see you tonight. All right. Okay. Star Bright wants the, what was Star Bright's second choice? Modern Love. Never had that one. Let's do that. Let's do a general with the Modern Love. By the way, Tarot Tower. Link in the description. The description has a lot more stuff in it. I actually spent some special time, went into the description and made it a lot better. It is a lot better. It has a ton of stuff in it now. All right. And then we are going to pop over to the PayPal reads. We got what have we got? We got, okay, so Johnson went earlier, and we got Light Energy. We got Light Energy coming up next. Light Energy, you are next, my friend. Thank you for your question. I appreciate you. Let's go forth and try out the new stuff for Star Bright. Let's see, you know, Star Bright, Starlight, the first general we have tonight. KSW, what's going on? It's good to see you. Queen of Wands, by the way, welcome back. What's up? All right, Modern Love. Never had that one. Sure, why not? Let's do a general. Oh, Star Bright, you're in a situation where you need to hang on to what you have. Oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting. You need to hang on to what you have as far as emotionally is sort of concerning, right? Red Dog, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. You need to hang on basically to a Two of Cups. You need to hang on to an interaction. Starbright, I think you have an interaction coming up that has a lot of potential. There's a lot of beef in this interaction. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this interaction has more components, more complexity, more excitement to it than anything that you've seen in the past year. You need to hang on to it. The Four of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. This is something that looks to be fleeting. It looks to be temporary. It doesn't seem like it's going to stick around for very long. I think it is going to stick around for quite some time. Will it work out long term? Five of Cups says maybe not. But there is a lot of things here. It's like this big lesson that you need to learn from this interaction, from this Two of Cups, from this very brief thing that happens. And you sort of hang on to this person, you get their information, you trade info, and you start interacting and whatnot. But I think it looks fantastic. This is something great. Again, don't expect super duper long term, but I'm just saying, it is going to be big. I think it's going to be big. The biggest interaction you've had in the past year. All right. Light Energy posted their question. Light Energy, thanks for hanging out. Light Energy. So we forgot Light Energy's question like a long time ago. Light Energy came in the Light Energy came in the end of the stream. And it was like one of the streams where we had like 50 freaking donations. And I'm just like, And it was like 2 hours. And like at the end, I was just, anyway, I told Light Energy I was going to give them the next day. So, and then Light Energy couldn't post their question. It's kind of weird. But anyway, thank you for coming back, Light Energy. Like after all of that, Light Energy, after all of that, you came back, and I appreciate you, I appreciate everybody that comes back. Like, they're just coming around, they're checking it out, they're going to hang out and all this good stuff. I love that. That is fantastic. Yeah. Mom Bear, do you do astrology as well? I do, Mom Bear. I do a whole lot of astrology. I got an astrology series on here. I got 2 high-end astrology programs that I use. I took a 100-hour astrology course, so I got quite a bit of astrology stuff going. Gift for JJ Flower. JJ, you've been hosted. KSW, thanks for that host. And JJ, let me know what your question is. All right, let's see. What is happening? Light Energy. What is the energy around my new job, working relationship with Michael? I think Michael pushes you into places you haven't been before. I think Michael sort of gets you and shakes you up a little bit outside of your comfort zone, makes you wonder, like, what is happening here? I think Michael makes you make choices. I don't think you wanted to make those choices. I don't think it's just terrible. But I think ideally you like that little comfort zone that you were in. Michael pushes you out of it a little bit, right? The 2 of a coin. It's time to juggle some things. It's time to make some choices. Queen of Cups says this is good for you emotionally. I don't think that sitting in your comfort zone is going to be overall the best solution. I don't think that Michael is bringing in something that's terrible, but I'm just saying, Michael does throw you out a little bit. Tammy, what is going on? Mina, how are you doing? Good to see you both. But the 9 of Swords says overall, I don't think you like it long term. I think you kind of get burned out of Michael. I think you kind of get burned out of where he's going, what he does, his sort of style of doing different things. I don't think that's very optimal for you long term. But short term, I think it's nice for you to get, a little bit on the uncomfortable side, a little bit on the, hey, this is going to be something new. It's going to be something I need to approach from a different perspective. Overall, I think it's going to be a positive thing at the end of the day. Long term, not so much. You got that 9 of Swords. I'm kind of getting burned out of that kind of crap, right? But that happens. That happens. All right, Mom Bear, sure. Email me, Mom Bear. My email is down in the description. If you want a private reading, by the way, it is $30 for 20 minutes. You get to spend 20 minutes with me on whatever we want to do. And just email that email address right there and watch the video. It's in the link in the description, etc., etc. But we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun over there. Anyway, how does Leo feel about me currently? What is going on with that Leo? 4 Elements wants to know. I think that is a good question because, oh, I don't know. Oh, 4 Elements. Super chatted, $2.99. And where in the world is that? My program ate it. My program literally ate it. Is it because it starts with the? Where in the world? Is 4 Elements here? What in the world's happening with my program and YouTube? I think YouTube is literally skitching out right now. The 4 Elements, you're there. How does Leo feel about me currently? I'm going to have to type this in. Hang on. Sorry about this. That's so weird. How does Leo, how does Leo feel? All right. Let's do 4 Elements. How does Leo feel? Let's check that out. Not sure what happened. By the way, I have an application that I wrote that keeps track of all of the stuff that happens on the channel as I'm streaming. And I wrote it. And apparently it is having some problems. I don't know why it doesn't like 4 Elements, but it like booted 4 Elements question straight out of the queue. Anyway, but you're back in. I manually typed it in because I knew this was going to happen. On my program, I have a thing where you can literally type it in if it does that. So anyway, let's find out. Hello, Piggy. I can't hear anything. Piggy, we're doing good. We're doing okay, Piggy. We're still here. Let's find out about what is going to happen with this. We're going to go with this deck right here, which everybody knows as the Dark Mansion. Ocean Drive, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, 4 Elements. It's my lack of programming skills that caused the problem. It's not you. It's me. It's not you. It's me. It's my lack of programming skills that caused the problem there. because what I'm doing is I'm scraping the JSON from the stream packets, and the JSON, I'm assuming it is certain a way, it's a certain format, and sometimes it's not that format, and so it sort of skitzes out. Okay, anyway, all right, all good. PayPal banned me, but I'm down. I'll be hitting the morphine button after 20 minutes because I want to buy way more than 20 minutes. All right, that sounds good. So I appreciate that. Let's see what you're asking. Hope you're well. Sheila, I got your email. John, if you're in chat, I got your email, and I'll reply to both of you after the stream or tomorrow morning. One of the two. Okay. Let's see. How does a Leo feel about me? High Priestess, Queen, Sun, and the Moon. This is very, very, very interesting. I talk about this in my book, by the way. The sun and the moon next to each other is like the ultimate combo for reliability. It's the ultimate combo for predictability. It's like I have cycles, I have things that are sort of rolling around. These are where I need to be. These are what I need to go to. Basically, this person relies on you a lot more than you think, right? They rely on you a lot more than you think. The sun and the moon, continuous cycles. I want to see 4 elements on a regular basis. This is something that is important to me. Queen of Pentacles as well. Again, with the stability, with sort of, that stability field where it feels like things are going well, things are sort of rounding out, have a lot of good things. High Priestess, however, says they have some things that they want to hold back. I don't think they want to go full on yet. I think they want to back up a little bit. They want to take it easy in some parts, but they're ready to go full steam ahead with most of it, right? All right, I got a ton of PayPal donations. Thank you for Farah. Thank you for that. And YT, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. We'll get to you in about 3 readings. We'll pick up the PayPal and run with it. But overall, I'm just saying 4 elements. That looks really, really good. I mean, that's like startlingly good. Normally, you don't see the sun and the moon combined. And when you do, you need to take notice. I mean, the bottom line, if you got my book, you need to take notice of patterns like that. All right. If I manipulate my CV to look a bit more international, it'll help me in job hunting. All right. CV, I assume that's like a resume or initials for some kind of a resume or something. So you want to beef up your resume to make it look attractive. Let's do that. So you can get some money. We can get some money. Hello, Piggy. You are next. I appreciate your donation. It's been a little bit here. We got a lot of donations to go through, so the queue is kind of long today, but we are running through it like a boss. Okay, if I manipulate this to be more international, will I look like Austin Powers, the international man of mystery? That is the very good question, Soul Truth. I think so. Entertainment purposes only, but I think so. The reason we say that is because we have the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is I'm doing something that's productive. I'm doing something that is granting me a better perspective. It's granting me a place that I need that's going to be better tomorrow. In other words, it's not a waste of your time. If you have a reversed 7 of Pentacles, it's kind of a waste of your time. But here, you're digging a hole, you're planting the pentacles, you're getting the bushes, the trees, all of the good stuff coming out with that, right? As well as you have the coins sort of here. High Priest, thank you for your donation. And the Empress. A lot of good things. The Empress being a creation, okay, the creation of a job, creation of new opportunities that will get you indeed the money that you need, and it is a good investment of your time. So truth, that is a huge yes. That is a big thumbs up. That is a massive thumbs up, I'm telling you now. All right, speaking of massive thumbs up, got a very, very generous donation from Hello Piggy. Hello Piggy, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All right, Hello Piggy. We got let's find out. Oh, shoot. I almost said a bad word. Almost said shit. I didn't say shit. I said, oh, shoot. So don't ban me, YouTube. You did a reading for me yesterday. You said that Josh may leave me for a third party, and I found it to be true. Uh-oh. That's not good at all. He broke up with me. He was on a date with some other person. Do you see Josh and I reuniting? Okay, well, hello, Piggy. That was rough. Sorry about that. So I gave you bad news and it came true. I want to, okay, I'm conflicted. I want to say, cool, it came true, but I don't want to see it come true because that's bad news. They ditched you for another. That's mean. That's mean. We're going to go with the This Might Hurt Tarot because that is just mean. That is just mean of Josh. Now, I got to ask the question. I mean, I'm not butting in or anything. I mean, if Josh just dumped you like that, do you really want to reunite? I mean, I'm just asking, do you really want to reunite? Man, it seems like it could be somebody much better for you if he's going to just treat you like trash. I don't know. But anyway, we'll find out. We'll find out and see if we are going to reunite soon. What are we going to have happen with this particular situation? Because that is indeed rough. That is indeed rough. Yeah, I've been dumped plenty of times. I've been dumped plenty of times. I lost count of how many times I've been dumped. Okay, so. Man, let's see. King of Wands, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. Eight of Pentacles. Let's start over. Let's start anew. I'm sorry I dumped you. Empress. Ooh, I love to have them back. And the Two of Pentacles. I'm kind of conflicted with the situation. Maybe this is not something I want to do. That T.O.'s kind of said, yeah. I mean, yeah. He may come back. And when he comes back, what I do? Is that good news? Is that bad news? How much trust do I have in this person at this point? You want to know if they come back. Obviously, because this is fresh and it still hurts and all this other things happen, right? But, by the way, Christina did win some money in the lottery. I said she was going to win the money in the lottery too, and she did win some money in the lottery. So, I'm just saying. I am just saying. Swan Spirit, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. If you're in the queue, it's like 100 miles long. It's like, where the hell is it? The queue, we're here, and this is the queue. We got like 10 PayPals to do too. Anyway, the King of Wands says, this had to happen. It had to happen. The truth needed to be out there. This had to happen because if it didn't, and you had this false illusion of everything being rock solid stable, everything being happy, and meanwhile he's, bending people over on your couch when you're at work, that is, that's not something you want to deal with. The King of Wands says it had to happen. This is Mr. Romance. He's going to be back. So that is a thumbs up. Which could be bad. That is a thumbs up. Yogi, welcome to the stream. He is Mr. Romance. He is coming back. He's going to come back in a manner of saying, yeah, let's start over. Let's begin again. Let's start over. I made a mistake. I would need you back. That's basically it. And the Empress, you're going to be pretty happy. You're going to be pretty comfortable. The Empress is always comfortable. It's the creation aspect. You have the Ace of Pentacles, creation of something stable, with the Empress, creation of some love, creation of something good. Now, you do have a Two of Pentacles moment where how much am I going to trust this person? He says he loves me. But he said that last time, and he bent somebody over on my couch when I was at work. How much am I going to trust this person? You got to make that choice. But bottom line, yes or no question. I had a billion cards for yes or no question. Basically, yeah, he'll come back. He'll come back. And he'll come back from the perspective of, I want to start new. I want to start fresh. I don't want to pick up where we left off. I want to start fresh and rebuild your trust from the start. And that is the perspective that you are doing. All right. We got Mom Bear, and then we're going to start tackling these PayPal donations. Mom Bear, what now? I love these questions. I love these. Okay. If you're a new tarot reader, questions like this are terrifying. Right? Because basically it's the dude that comes up in your psychic fair and he slaps money down on the table and he says, give me a reading, psychic person. And you have no idea what he wants. You have no idea where he's coming from. You have no idea what the hell question he even has. And that is terrifying. But as you progress, it is exciting. It is exciting because now you get to just like go for it. You just get to go for it. You figure it out and you go for it and you haul it in and you hope for the best. And that's what we have here with Mom Bear comes in with the excitement, with the pure excitement. RH, thank you for your PayPal donation. I appreciate that. PayPal's blowing up. So anyway, so what now? I love these. I love these. What now, Mom Bear? Yeah. What now, Mom Bear? You lost control of a situation that was important. You're trying to find where you fit in, where you need to take action, what action you need to take in order to get this to the next stage, in order to get this where you need it to be. Because you realize that tomorrow, next week, next month, you're in an uncomfortable space. You're in a territory that could be unknown. You're going over a little bit of the moon, right? You're going from the water into the land. Renoa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You're going into territory unknown, and that's exciting. Not exciting for you. I think we've had a kind of a challenge come through here. I think that we've had a little bit of an understanding. We've had something finally resolve itself, something finally show its true colors, and you need to know how to process this. Magician says it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to be a problem at all. The Magician says you have everything that you need to process this, to get this going, to get this to the next stage, because a lot of this has finished, and it's time to sort of move into the next phase. Now, did most of this go your way? No. Did it become a little bit of a challenge? Yes. Is it something that you can work through? Magician says yes. You have the ability now to find that level of control, to get the level of control that you need in the situation, because before it was really up in the air. You didn't know where to go next. But the moon says, although it may be uncomfortable tomorrow, it may be uncomfortable next week, next month, it is time to use that control to go into that next phase, because avoiding the next phase is going to be detrimental to you. I don't think it's going to be where you want to be. I think you want to take the reins, take the steering wheel, and drive full steam ahead on a particular aspect of this in order to get to the next stage. I'm not saying you're going to finish. I'm not saying this is going to resolve itself. I'm saying you need to get to the next phase of this situation. If you don't, again, it's going to be a difficult time. All right. And that is the response to the question, what now? All right. Hopefully, some of that resonated, because that was a lot. All right. We have 10,000 donations. We may set no, we're not setting a record. We have a ton of donations. Let's do YT. What is the outcome of a relationship with K? YT, let's find out how that is going to go. Let's see you in here. Yeah, you do. You sent a question on PayPal. YT wants to know. YT wants to know, what is the outcome of my love with K? All right. Let's see. What is the whole question? Should we be less something? Okay, should we leave each other? Oh, you want to know if you're going to abandon this person or not. Oh, my. That could be painful. Let's find out if we're going to abandon somebody or not. I would go with it. Oh, what I want to do. I'd go with a Gregory Scott. If I'm going to abandon somebody, I'm going to use the Gregory Scott. What is the outcome of my love with K? Is that going to be the thing? Is that going to work? Mom Bear, I just did your reading. Oh no, you were AFK. Mom Bear, watch the video. It was very detailed. Anyway, so yeah, go forth, watch the video, and let me know how you liked it. Let me know. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's find out. What is the income? What is the income? What is the outcome of the love with K? Is this going to be something where I need to abandon and leave? I'm going with a yes. I'm going with a yes, but stipulation here, right? Entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only, right? Let's find out about that. Rosie, I did get your donation. Thank you so much. You're talking about the Gemini guy into black magic. I got you in the queue, my friend. Thank you again. You're two away. You're two away. The Five of Pentacles says the love is difficult. The love has had its rocks thrown, and you have to stumble over these, and you're looking, okay, you're out of control. You're looking at it from a different perspective. You're looking at this almost like that this is something on the other end of that barbed wire. This is something where you can't get through the barbed wire. You can't get the things that you need. You're not getting the things that you need. Two of Swords, the reason is because you're both in sort of separate worlds, right? You're in a little bit of a separate world. Maybe things aren't jiving. Maybe things aren't syncing the way that you need. And the Page of Cups says there's a lot of emotional disconnection with this as well. Seven of Cups says there are better things, better options out there for you long term. If you're looking at leaving, maybe so. Maybe so. Obviously, two consenting adults, they can work out their stuff, right? They can work out things. It's a matter of how dedicated you want to be. One person wanting to work it out, that's not good. Two people wanting to work out the situation, that's a thumbs up. That looks nice. Are you willing to work this out full steam, long term? Are you willing to go the entire train track all the way to the next station? That's sort of the question, right? If not, you really need to make a choice at this point. But is it going to get better? It's going to take some work. It's going to take some dedication. It's not going to just magically smooth itself over, right? Crystals and Paint and Ghostblade, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. But bottom line is you need to evaluate the situation, figure out what is going to be the best outcome for you, and then chase that as it goes. Anyway, Farah has a question. Let's see, Farah. Whoops, what am I doing? All right, Farah has a question, some question of something. I don't know. Farah, did you post your question in chat? Maybe you did and I didn't see it. Let me go and look at my Happy application and find out what Farah, you donated on PayPal. Farah, what's your question? Farah, let me know what your question is and I will get you a reading. In the meantime, let's go to Rosie. Rosie donated over PayPal as well. And the Gemini guys are black magic. If a thing for them is this dangerous territory. If somebody's into black magic, you need to read with the Poe because the Poe knows. The Poe knows. Those crows, they know. The Telltale Heart, they know. The Poe knows. If somebody is going to be into black magic, let's find out. Let's find out. Mom Bear knew I was going to use the thought. Mom Bear, you know me. Mom Bear, you've been here a long time. You know me very well. Farah, let me know what your question is. I have no idea what your question is. I didn't see it on PayPal. I didn't see it in chat. Let me know. Post it in chat, and I will do you the moment you post your question. You are there. You are there. All right. Yusuf or Sif is good for me in a relationship. Farah, I got your question now. Thank you so much. You are next. In the meantime, let's go with the Poe. Get some black magic. Is that going to be a bad thing? Is that going to be a good thing? Three of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Page of Wands. They're pretty good at it. I think they're pretty good at it. This could be bad. I think they're good at it. You have the Page of Wands, right? Maybe I'm a newbie or something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what to do with that. That says upside down, though. That says they're decent at black magic. That could be kind of bad. I'm not going to lie, that could be kind of bad. The Page of Cups also says they don't really have this maturity where they're going to do it properly or they're going to do it for the good reasons or the right reasons. It says they're pretty good at it and they're not really at an emotional state or at a maturity state that is going to be reliable for you to trust. Knight of Pentacles says basically, yeah, you're wandering into territory unknown. I'm not going to say dangerous. I'm going to say you're wandering into territory unknown. Three of Cups, you may need some help. You may need somebody to give you a different perspective. You may need somebody to cleanse or put some protection over you or, whatever that is. But you definitely need some help in this particular situation. Don't walk in sort of naked and go, I'm hoping for the best. Let's do this. But yeah, definitely sort of go for it, but make sure that you got the protection in more ways than one, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, in more than one. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you got the protection, right? Paula, welcome to the stream. What's going on? All right, and finally on the PayPal, I think we're done with PayPal. We're going to start. It's a hectic night. It's one of those nights where everything is just rocking. All right, we got a tarot throwdown. We got a tarot throwdown for Farah.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
A tarot throwdown. If you're new, Tarot Throwdown is where we have two options. We need to see which one is going to work, which one is going to be half decent. And we got Yusuf or Safe is going to be in a relationship. We're going with Y up here and S down here. Is Y going to be good for you in a relationship? That looks good. Is S going to be good for you? Oh, Farah, you got a pick of the litter. You have a pick of the litter. Linda, welcome to the stream. Yogi, welcome. What is going on? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You got the pick of the litter here, Farah. You could go either way with this. All right, let's go here. Yusuf is a little bit of a challenge. It is a little bit of you're going to have to do a little bit of work. It's a fixer-upper. Yusuf is a fixer-upper. You don't know what's going to happen with the fixer-upper. You don't really know what the future of that is. It's definitely going to be a little casual, a little bit of a thing, right? A little bit of a thing. Safe, however, Safe is looking good. This is the best card in the deck. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. This is the best card in the deck. And it has, we're not supposed to reverse, so we'll straighten that out. You're never supposed to reverse thought. And it is really sort of blossoming and helping out this level of control and things like that. Basically, Safe has a lot better things happening for them. It's a lot better emotionally for this particular person, and they're more willing to work with you on things. So if you have a disagreement or we have something that we need to sort of figure out, they're more willing to work with you than the other. So I definitely think that option 2 is your go-to. Back to the 10,000 super chats that we have. All right, if you're in the queue. It's massive. We are up here somewhere, and we have like 50 to go. So yeah, be patient with me. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm trying to run through it as quick as we can, but we do have quite a few in queue. All right, let's go for Red Dog now. We'll be overall happy and content with the house we end up with. What is going to be good for that? I think my tarot deck is going to be the one that we need for this. I'm saying the Waterfall Tarot is all sorts of good news. All sorts of good news. You know, my neighbor's right outside my window. So I'm kind of curious when they hear me like yelling and talking about tarot and stuff. I kind of wonder, like, if they think I'm like, if they kind of wonder about the guy next door. What's going on with the guy next door? What is he doing? Radio voice or not, you never know what the guy next door is doing. Anyway, overall happy with it. You make a good choice. Red Dog, that's the big factor, isn't it? I made a good choice. I made the right choice. You're looking at this, the seal's waiting for the choice to be made. You made the correct choice because you're looking at not only a fantastic house. By the way, if you have my book, there is a lot of good information compared the 10 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles, right? The 10 of Cups has more land around it. The 10 of Cups has a younger family. The 10 of Cups has more sunshine and it has more space, right? It's just sort of a spacious feel. It feels like you have a lot of good things. You have a lot of good neighbors and you have a lot of spacious feel within the house. You do need to make some repairs early on. I would say in the next 3 months, right? In the first 3 months that you're there, you do have a couple of surprise repairs. I don't think it's anything big. It could be anything from the shower head to draining the water heater. I don't know, but it does seem that you do have some things that need to be addressed. But overall, you're extremely happy, and this is fantastic. That is fantastic. That's a big thumbs up. That is a massive thumbs up with that. Retro reading, please. Sunflower wants to know. Let's find out. What about the retro feel? Sunflower. I'm not going to do Thoth. I mean, it is retro. It is retro. We do need clear messages, but I am going to use the tarot of Dr. Mystical Moments. Dr. Mystical Moments, and find out what kind of retrograde action, what kind of things that you got going on that you're going to have to deal with during all of this time, because you just never know. You just never know. All right, let's find out. Retrograde. Ace of Wands. Ooh. It's interesting. Chariot, Emperor, and the 4. You got to get your ass moving. Oh, we know that. You got to get your ass moving. That's the most important thing. Not only do we have the Chariot, we have the Ace of Wands next to it. you need to get started on something. You need to get started. You can't really delay. You can't wait. Okay, boo-boo, retrograde is not the time to do anything big. It's not the time to sort of launch in anything massive, but you got to do it. You have to do it. You got to take command, take control. You got to get the movement going, and the Ace of Wands, you got to get that next thing out. You got to get that thing moving, because it's important for you to get this going. If you don't, I think it's going to be a problem overall, and you're going to have some regrets with that. Four of Swords says you can delay, you can rest after this is done, but the retrograde, you're going to see that thing that needs to get done. You're going to go, wow, I really, really have to get that done, but I don't want to. Don't wait. Four of Swords is delaying is going to be bad. You need to step up and find that action, get the thing, because you have a double movement, you have double action. It's time to get that going. Now, the Chariot is a multi-person vehicle. You may need somebody else in here. You may need some help from somebody, maybe to offset the retrograde. I don't know, but it could be a situation where you need a little bit of help as you move forward, as you move through there. So yeah, absolutely. You got to get going. This is not the time to delay. Retrograde is normally the time where you're just like, nah, maybe I don't want to really do that, but you got to. I mean, you got to. Anyway, KSW hosted JJ, and JJ came in and posted their question. Thank you, KSW, again, and JJ for joining the stream. I appreciate all y'all. Sonia B, what is going on? I appreciate you hanging out with us too. All right. Let's see, JJ. My question, is he mad at me? I don't know. Let's find out by using... Oh, I mean, if somebody's mad at you, they can't be mad at you after they see the Bumbleberry Hollows. It's illegal. It's illegal for anybody to see the Bumbleberry Hollows tarot deck and then still be mad. I don't think it's possible, quite frankly. Anyway, is he mad at me? Is this something where we're going to be uncomfortable with it? Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Three of Wands. Kind of weird. I could use one more card, quite frankly. Seven of Swords. And that's interesting. A little bit. Okay. The Three of Wands, they're in this mode like, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened, right? The Moon sort of disrupted something. You sort of broke a connection maybe that was there. You put something out there that may be not the best thing to sort of throw out there. Queen of Pentacles, you had to do it though. This is something that was brewing. You had to do it. This is something that had to be sort of thrown out there, had to be sort of addressed. Queen of Pentacles says, it's eventually going to come up. Moon, broke a little bit of something. The Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords, it's interesting cards. It's like we're moving away and then we're coming back. We're moving away and then we're coming back, right? The Three of Wands, they're looking for sort of a reaction. They're looking for sort of what to do next. Definitely sort of a position where they're just like, I'm not really sure, what is going to happen next. Maybe I should move in a different direction. Seven of Swords says they come back anyway. So you lose them a little bit and then they come back. So yeah, a little, thumbs up. Thumbs up a little bit. This is not drastic. This is not like the Tower and then followed by death, followed by the Hanged Man, followed by the Devil. That would be huge. This is sort of just a little bit of a, kind of a little bit, kind of, yeah. So yeah, I do think that they have a little bit of that, a little bit of a hesitancy after that, but I think they're going to be just fine. That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad at all. Anyway, we got not High Priest. We got KSW. We hosted Andrew. Andrew, let me know what your question is. Did Andrew already ask the question? Let me find out. Then we got High Priest. We got another High Priest. We do a double High Priest going on. All right. Let's do the host for Andrew. Let's see, did Andrew ask a question yet? Let's see, welcome back. Having a fun night in chat. Keep an eye on the people that adds them to the queue. Okay. I don't know what your question is. Andrew, let me know what your question is. Let me know what your question is. In the meantime, let's hop back to High Priest. We'll do a double High Priest. A double High Priest reading. Use the same deck and just knock both those out. Men are like tires. You have to spare somewhere. Okay. We have a skill and then we have experience. All right. We have a skill and then experience. All right. Has the skills improved the workplace that lead some to like me more? All right. High Priest has been working it. High Priest has been picking up the skills, picking up all of that extra good stuff. And High Priest wants to know if that is going to be something that is appreciated. And I think that for this reading, this deck right here is going to be perfect for it. It's going to be absolutely perfect. Andrew, thank you for your question. I appreciate that. All right. And Christina is leaving. Okay. If Christina's leaving now, it should be okay. It should be okay. All right. I gotta time this. I'm dog sitting for Christina. So I need to time, and I told her I was going to get her some food. So we need to leave it at 7:30. So I'm going to put that up there. Need to leave at 7:30 and go get her some food, get the dogs and all that other stuff, get them ready, and do that. So we got 30 more minutes. I think we can blast through most of this. If we can, we're going to put it on tomorrow. Anyway, let's go for it. Has skills improved the workplace lead to like me more? Moon says yes. You seem more reliable. You seem like someone that is going to be somebody that the people can trust. Somebody that can that sort of go forth and do that. Seven of Swords, they like what you're doing. They like what you're doing a lot. That Knight of Wands, you're putting in the hours. You're putting in that steam. You're putting in that extra stuff. And the Six of Swords is sort of that path, right? You're moving from good to better. You're moving from decent to great. So you are making that movement. You are making the improvement, and they definitely see how that is going, and they appreciate that as well. So I think that is an absolute positively yes. There's an absolute positively yes. And let's go to High Priest. Next question, which is going to be, will Experian call me for the unemployment claims analyst position? All right, maybe have a new job coming, a little bit of a new job action. Let's find out how that's going to go. Are they going to call me? King of Cups, High Priestess, and Queen of Wands. I'm going to say no. I do not think they're going to call you. We're going to go with the thumbs down for a variety of reasons. High Priestess says there's something else going on with this position that you're not aware of. King of Cups says that there are some emotional factors involved. It's almost like they're trying to figure out who to put in that spot, or they're trying to figure out who is the best sort of candidate with that. But they have some pre-thoughts, or they have some people that they've already been leaning towards, right? So I think that somebody is sort of lined up for that, even though they put it out there. I think somebody is more qualified, or they like somebody better. It is an emotional decision. You have the cups over here. We need to make a decision, but it's based upon emotion. So it doesn't seem like it's a logical decision. So even if your resume was hot, even if you're the most qualified, it could be an emotional thing where they're just like, I'm just going to hire the person that I like, and that happened. That happens indeed. All right. Andrew posted a question. Andrew wants to know, let's see, sewing lessons or watercolor painting lessons? Ooh, that is a good thing. The good part about lessons nowadays is you don't have to pay for them. Like I can go on YouTube and I can see like 10 million painting courses, I can see all sorts of fun stuff as that goes down. So let's find out. What is sewing? We're going to go sewing versus watercolor. We have a sewing situation here. We have a watercolor here, and we have a Queen of Wands trying to determine which one to do. Andrew, this comes down to one card only. We going to go through here and pick one random card. The reason I say that is because we have somebody sort of working on their outfit, someone sort of styling their outfit, and we have somebody bringing us watercolor water. They're bringing us the color, they're bringing us the water. Sultry, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. This card will answer our question. It's definitely sewing. It is definitely sewing. Sewing is going to be the thing that is going to be interesting. I'm not saying you're going to stick with it. I'm saying you're going to learn some good stuff. You're going to learn some good stuff. Like, how am I going to hem my new jeans that I just got? How am I going to make some tarot bags? Sewing is not just sort of a fun thing anymore. You can make a business out of it. Like, you can make tarot bags and sell tarot bags. You get your own custom cloth and whatnot, and you just crank out the bags, make some money. I'm saying sewing is pretty hot right now, quite frankly, in my opinion, for tarot bags, for making cloths like this. Sewing is where you want to be sometimes, right? Ocean Drive. Will I find a business I want to invest into? Let's find out about that. See if that is going to be something that you want to do. Because a lot of times we'll be all excited about getting into a business, but the reality is we just don't have the sort of the necessary skills, or we don't have sort of the excitement. We don't have the location. We don't have the help, right? Because a lot of these things happen Just don't have that. Judgment says yes. We have a rebirth reincarnation. Ace of Pentacles says yes. And the Two of Swords says yes too. Going with a big thumbs up on this one. The big thing you need to understand here is judgment represents a rebirth. It represents things coming out of the ground. In other words, a rebirth, an exciting thing. As you get excited, as you have these opportunities, Ace of Pentacles is literally your opportunity. That is the business you want to get in. That's the start of something stable and good. Now, you need to be careful on how dedicated you are to the business because it might fail, it might falter, and you don't want to get dragged down with it. And that is quite possible that you could get dragged down with it, right? That is quite possible you could get dragged down with it. So make sure and keep your emotions separated from the business. The business is failing. The business is not looking like you need it to look. You definitely may want to reevaluate how dedicated you are to it and maybe move on to the next one, right? All right, post-existential crisis. How am I doing? Let's find out. By the way, once we get through this queue, we are leaving. If we get any more donations, we gotta get out of here. We're babysitting. We're dog sitting for Christina. We need to get that going. We need to get that going and go to the next thing. I want to watch this, but I'm so distracted today. Sheila, the good news is it's always going to be here. It's recorded. We can go watch it anytime we want. All right, let's find out. Post-existential crisis, how am I doing? Oh, you're not doing enough. We see that. We got the Four of Swords a little bit on the resting side, a little bit on the, maybe this is okay. Maybe this is all right. The King of Wands says you need to do more, basically. How you doing? You're doing all right. Four of Pentacles says you've held on to what you need. You've held on to the important parts. You haven't let go of the important parts. You've held on to them. You've held control, and you know where they are located. And that's the biggest piece. But you're kind of sitting on your ass sometimes with it. Kind of sitting on your ass a little bit too much sometimes. You definitely need to get that King of Wands, get that fire aspect going. Get the flames out, get the fire going. That is going to be the biggest key. So resting is not prudent right now. Getting going, getting the fire action is. Overall, you're doing okay. You've held on to the important pieces, and that's really what you kind of need to do, right? Because sometimes you just sort of lose control of everything. Sometimes you didn't hold on to anything, and all of a sudden you're out in the middle of nowhere floating in space. You don't want that. The ex is waiting for the right time to ask me to be his girlfriend again. How does he truly feel? Waiting for the right time to... Wait. Waiting for the right time to ask you to be his girlfriend? What the hell? The right time is now. The right time is now. That's harsh. That is harsh, Renoa. Somebody saying that we're waiting for the right time. Yeah. Oh, well, let's find out. Let's see, what's going on with the right time. Oh, man. I don't think they're too excited. You already knew this by somebody saying they're waiting for the right time to ask you to be. I don't think they're too excited about it. You have the Ace of Bows, all right? If we sort of get through this, if we sort of start fresh through this, how is it going to be? How is it going to work? Are we going to be able to get through it? King of Arrows says, they really want to be in command of it. And telling you stuff like this puts them in the command chair. It puts them in the captain's chair. Because communicating like that basically says, I'm not too interested in sort of moving forward with this. Otherwise, I would have said, hey, come over here. Because
everybody loves the D.
And you just don't. The Guardian just says, ugh. I want to approach this with caution. Approach this with caution. Approach it casually. The Four of Vessels says they're giving you something you don't want. Nobody wants to hear something that sentence said to them. Nobody wants to hear that sentence said to them. Approach with caution. Don't take it too seriously. Don't let it affect you emotionally. Basically, nobody waits for the right time. If they love you, they're going to tell you that, and they're going to tell you to be their girlfriend. If they, otherwise, they're just going to sort of, jerk you around. It feels like that, right? They want to be in the command, and them saying that puts them in the command chair. Gabby and Emma, thank you for your donation. Samantha, does Lulu like me? She is acting weird. Let's find out what the hell's wrong with Lulu. What the hell's wrong with Lulu by using the Golden Tarot and finding out if that's going to be a thing. Is that going to be a thing? Andrew, making those tarot bags. Making those tarot bags could work out quite well. All right, the train is coming. The dogs freak out when the train's here. So you may hear some dogs barking. All right, you okay? They do not like the train. Anyway, does Lulu like me? She's acting weird. Hierophant, no. Emperor, no. Eight of Coins, no. You have a situation where they're sort of putting up with you. They're sort of putting up with you. It's not something where they're too excited to be with you. They're not thrilled. They're not just absolutely enthralled with you. They're sort of just putting up with you and going with the flow at this point. Eight of Coins says if you want to work with them, if you want to sort of put up with that, that's okay. But overall, it's going to be a little bit challenged to sort of get that done. But yeah, they're just kind of putting up with you. And not a lot of good stuff here. Samantha, yeah. Not a lot of good stuff there. If you have another option, you may want to take option B. Option B. Ghost Blade. Will I continue music major in my school? Music major's fun. That sounds really nice. That sounds good as well. Let's find out how the music major is going. Amy, welcome to the stream. We're wrapping up, Amy. Welcome. What is going on? Am I going to continue the major in my school of music? Star, absolutely. Absolutely. And Three of Coins. This is where you need to be. This is your destiny. This is your destiny. All right. The Three of Coins is work done that is going to be good. Work done that is going to be productive. Is going to be good for me long term. As well as, it seems like they're almost like playing the harp or playing some music. They're being very expressive. That says that that is where you want to be. The Star, this is your guiding light. You're looking at your guide. You're looking at the guiding light. That is going to be critical. Star is very excited about that. That is where you need to be. Definitely sort of a good match, a good mate. Seven of Swords. You need to take out of it what you can, but you need to be very independent, right? You need to do a lot of things on your own in order to get the comfort zone that you need, in order to get where you want to be long term. So that is where you need to be. But yeah, just sort of relax, go with it, go with the flow. And I think that is going to be the place that is going to be important for you. Absolutely. The guy I met at the meetup, what does he think of me? Interesting indeed. Let's find out what they think of you. Let's go for a little bit of the minimalist tarot here. I forget what it's called. The minimalist tarot, it is the spacious tarot. There we go. Spacious tarot. We've met a dude. We want to find out what they think. Two of Wands. Interesting. Seven of Wands and the Moon. There's a decent connection. I don't think it's anything soulmate feel. I think there's a little bit of a possibility. This is not something I would really sort of hang my hat on, or definitely not something I would just rely on 100%. This person is very, very casual. They meet a lot of different people as it goes. Seven of Wands, a little bit. YouTube user, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. Seven of Wands says they are a little bit defensive about meeting new people. I think they've had a bad experience with meeting new people. And yeah, it feels like that they definitely not going to be full steam ahead with that. Two of Wands, keep looking, keep going. I don't think there's something you really need to hang on to. They are going to be a little bit defensive about it. They're going to go slow. They're going to be a little bit casual, and they do meet a lot of different people. So if they had some interest, sort of take that as a light interest and sort of go from there and then figure out where it is going to happen. Yogi, how does my 16-year-old dog feel right now? I don't know. Let's go for a dog tarot for that and see if your 16-year-old dog is dog tired. I mean, I'm just saying. 16 is dog tired. Yogi, it could be. It could be dog tired. Four of Sea. How interesting is that? We got the Nine of Fire and then the Sea Guardian. They're very emotional. They're very emotional. A lot of things are sort of hitting them all at once. It feels like a lot of things are pulling them in different directions. It feels like there's a lot of things happening at once. It feels like it's a little bit overwhelming. They are in pain a lot of the times as well. That Nine of Fire, just a little bit of pain. It feels like the injured warrior, the wounded warrior as it comes out. And again, we're a little bit emotional. We're not quite prepared for everything that's happening. I think that they feel that they're moving in slow motion a lot of times, you know? You're moving in slow motion. It feels like a lot of things aren't happening the way they need to happen. I'm not able to do a lot of things that I could do before as well. And the Sea Guardian, right? It's almost like they're moving into the next phase. They're moving into the next phase. So that is it. That is it. All right. The YouTube user, will manager support me? We got two YouTube user questions. Knock those out in the same thing. Queen of Wands is his program that he uses made available for purchase for those who have their own channel. Yeah, Queen of Wands, my book is in the description. My Etsy store is in the description. I have 2 different books that you can choose from. I have 10 billion videos on the channel that you can choose from. I got a lot of stuff over here. Crystal, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, looks like we're running past 7:30, but she's not gonna be here till 8, so it'll be all right. It'll be all right. All right, let's knock out 2 YouTube user questions at once here. The first one is, will my manager support me at the CET position? Absolutely. 2 of Cups, you're good for this position. It feels like this position is something where you can get where you need to be. You have the 9 of Pentacles, earning that fat cash, that fat money as it goes is going to be excellent as well. And that joining of the 2 forces really works the best for you. 6 of Swords is the key here, though, right? It says you're moving into some place that's better. You're moving into that next phase, and that is really going to be something supportive. So 6 of Swords is a supporting boat. You have the support here. They're supporting you. They're driving you. They're getting you to the next level, right? They're moving you in the direction you need to go. That is a huge thumbs up. That is a massive thumbs up as it goes. All right, let's go to the next YouTube user question, which is going to be, will the CET position be good for me? Schedule sucks, but the actual position, is that going to be something that I like? Is that going to be something that is beneficial for me? It's a good question. Let's find out how it is going to go. The CET position looks decent but challenging. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, it is steady. It has that steadiness. It has that feel of, yeah, this is going to work for me long term. It's going to be something nice. And overall, it's going to not be half bad. Empress, you have a level of comfort in here as well. The 5 of Swords, though, says you have a lot of challenges. You can't sort of you can't sort of grow in there. You're sort of halted. You're sort of pulled back a little bit as it goes. So it's definitely some challenges, not going to be like a super smooth ride as it goes, but, you know, it's going to be okay. It's going to be decent and okay. The reliability and the stability is there, and that's kind of what you want. Are you willing to, how much of the challenges are you willing to put up with, right? Vanessa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. All right, we got Soul Truth. What's going on in T's world? Will I hear from him? Let's find out by dropping down a little bit of tarot cards, because that's what we do. What is going on in T world? Will I hear from T? Let's find out. Let's see. Hearing from T, no. T is going through big changes right now. T doesn't look like Mr. T wants a whole lot of things to deal with right now. You will hear from him after these settle down, right? The 10 of Cups, after things settle down, after the sun comes out and shines, after you have a lot of better things sort of moving into that next phase. But right now, I would avoid T at all. I would avoid T. I would keep a great distance between you and T. That Ace of Cups has caused problems. I think that they got into something that's going way over their head, and you're going to have to wait for them to get out of it. So truth, once they get out of it, it's going to be a lot better situation. But until that time, you need to watch out. You need to watch out big time. Gabby wants to know, will I regret not going back to the Libra? Let's find out. Will you regret? Oh, a little Housewives tarot for this. We regret not going back to the Libra. See, we ditched the Libra. We got to get rid of that Libra. And we want to find out if this is somebody that we need to do again. We need to try again, because that could be possible that it is half decent once we get started. Let's find out. The Hermit says no. Yeah, avoid the Libra. Yeah, avoid the Libra. That is a thumbs up. You will regret going back to the Libra. Entertainment purposes only, obviously. The Hermit says leave him alone. Stay on your own. Leave him alone. That 7 of Wands is the defensive nature. It is the defensive card. You're going to be defensive quick. You're going to find out very quickly why you wanted to avoid doing that in the first place. And the Knight of Cups. It looks like a good romance in the waking. It really does. Mr. Romance is there. They are, all of that stuff. But no, don't go back to the Libra. Stay on your own. Keep the defensive posture. Even though it looks romantic, even though it looks very nice, it looks very alluring, the carrot on a stick, think that you will regret it quite quickly, in fact. Emma What was H brought into my life? Let's find out why H was there. You know, if H doesn't work out, there's always I and J. There's always I and J if H doesn't quite work out. The good news is there's always I and J. Oh, the Tower. You need, oh, Jesus, that's terrible. Okay, H is here to bring you into something you normally wouldn't have encountered by yourself. This is something either you avoided. This is something that you were uncomfortable accepting. This is some place that you really didn't want to go in the first place. The Tower into death is rough. It's harsh. It's a structural collapse followed by massive, massive change. Is it going to be good at the end? Yes, but the structure and the process of getting through that is going to be harsh. And H is brought in here to take you through that, maybe to help you through that, maybe to guide you through these big changes and these big overall adjustments that you're going to have in there. But H is definitely necessary as well. You could have a factor where H partially causes some of this too, but H is there for the big changes. H is there for all of that because sometimes we may need the support and all of that other stuff. So yeah, definitely sort of figure out where you want to be with that because H brings in the massive, massive change. And hey, they could be good for it. Christina, what is going on? Christina, you coming here or are you going home? Let me know. Because I do not have your food yet because we have 10 billion donations. So I'm gonna leave the stream after the readings are over, and then Christina, actually, I can put your thing off until tomorrow. Do you want to put it off until? I think Christina gets upset when I put her readings off till tomorrow, though. But I don't know what you want to do. Christina, let me know what you want to do. You're coming over here for the dogs, and then we're going to eat, and then going back. Let me know what the plan is because I'm still here. We're still reading. Anyway, can I trust Stefan? That is what Crystal wants to know. Trusting Stefan or not, is Stefan trustworthy? We want to avoid the devil. We want to avoid the high priestess. We got a lot of things that we sort of want to dodge with this particular reading. You know what I mean? Because there, you're coming there. All right. Because that has a lot of things that could happen, a lot of moving parts that can go forth with this, right? You really sort of don't really know what to do in the next stage when you have that. 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Oh, man. Oh, man. I would say there's a lot. There is a lot of things happening with Stefan. Okay. Stefan is not an open book. Stefan has an extremely complex set of things happening as far as that goes. We have the 6 of Cups, which is, it's a good match. Stefan and you are, kind of a good match. You have a good thing happening. The 5 of Cups, Stefan doesn't live up to a lot of expectations or a lot of promises. They just don't live up to it the way that they should. And that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem at the end of the day because a lot of things you need to trust within this person may not be structurally sound at the end of the day. 6 of Wands says for the most part, you can trust them with a lot of things though. Again, you got to kind of pick your battles, right? Do you want to trust them with this or that? What level or what is the threshold that you want to figure out? How is that going to be better for you in the long run? Trust them with some things, but not the rest. Again, Stefan is very complex. Stefan has a lot of things happening and things going on. You definitely want to pick your battles with Stefan because if you pick the wrong battle, I think you're going to end up in the losing spot. But if you just stay in your lane, if you stay sort of where it's going to be predictable, I think they are moderately trustworthy in a lot of ways. Vanessa wants to know, should I apply as an executive assistant? Let's find out by doing a little bit of the Forestry Tarot. Forestry Tarot says maybe. It could be something that's decent. It could be half good as well. Let's find out about the Executive Assistant Program. IT guy, what is going on? Good to see you. We're on the last 2 readings, and then we're going to make a trip to Chick-fil-A, apparently. Make a trip to Chick-fil-A after the last 2 readings. All right. Should apply as an executive assistant. You got this. You got the 4 of Visions and the Wise. Absolutely, yes. That is a thumbs up. there's some things in this position that you do need to do. There are some things in this position that have growth opportunity, right? It's more about getting exposure to the right people, and all of a sudden people see you, people understand you, people trust you in a way that they didn't before. You have a lot of potential with that. Four of Vision says, obviously, this is not your destination. This is not going to be your long-term goal. You know, not your long-term, not something where I'm just like, yeah, this is something I always wanted to be an executive assistant. I mean, that's probably not going to be coming out of your mouth, but you got to understand that this is a good launching point for what you need. We're going to give this a thumbs up overall, looking pretty decent. I think the Two of Spells is going to be a good match. It is going to be something that you can, that you will, later you will appreciate and stuff like that. I think that's going to be one of the big factors here. So overall, I would say yes. I would say absolutely yes. This does look pretty good. Again, you're like, man, executive assistant, but it is about getting exposure and getting known to the right people. And then all of a sudden you have opportunities that you did not have before. All right, Christine is coming over. All right, good. Christina, I got time to go get food. So I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A. I'm going to order right now, and then I'm going to leave and then get and I'll be back by the time that you get here. And we should be all golden then. All right. How will my site visit go? We got a big site visit. We got a lot of things happening. And we want to know, by the way, this is the last reading of the night. We want to know how things are going to go. Thank you very much for giving us 38 donations tonight. Thank you so much. This is huge. I really, really appreciate that. Yep, John, I got your email. John, let's schedule it up. I'm available, I think. Let me look, John. I'll reply to you after the stream. I'll get your reply. Site visits are going to be interesting here. The Chariot, they do come in droves. They do come in large quantities. It feels like that they come in all at once. Eight of Swords says you're not quite prepared. You missed something. You didn't get something. There's some restrictions happening. It's almost like that they wanted this and you didn't get it. They wanted that and you didn't get it. It feels like that there's not a lot of opportunities for a lot of impression, making the best impression. You do make a good impression. The Hierophant says they really think that you are amazing. They think you did a fantastic job getting this organized, getting everything put together. Hierophant says they're very, very impressed with you in particular. But the Tower says that they leave the site visit. They leave feeling like they need a lot more stuff. And you're like, Jesus, how much stuff do they need? The answer is they need a lot. They need a lot more stuff. This is not something that they are going to be content with on the first draft. They have this big, long list of notes of things that they wanted. They have a long list of things to change, and you are going to be upset. The Tower, things fall down, things crumble down. They want massive changes. Again, very impressed with you. They're very impressed with the site. They think it's super duper professional. They realize that everybody did a lot of work, you especially, but there's some things you do not know that they are going to bring up, that they are going to sort of throw down, that need to happen, and it is going to greatly increase what you were doing. And again, the Chariot, they roll in with a lot of command, a lot of power, and you just kind of gotta go with that, right? Just kind of go with that. But anyway, I just ordered from Chick-fil-A and I'm headed out there now. Thank you everybody for being here, and I appreciate it. No end screen today. I got to go to Chick-fil-A. So we will see you tomorrow. Thank you again for all these donations.